Troy Murray. Troy, how you doing today, my man?
Great, dude. How are you?
I'm doing great. I want to start at the very beginning of your story with you growing up in Toronto. Does it suffice to say that you grew up a Maple Leafs fan?
Unfortunately, yeah. I don't- it's always tough to say, early playoff exits, but I'm a Leafs fan.
Who did you idolize growing up as a young hockey player, young hockey fan, really, in Toronto?
Um, in Toronto, you always watch like Matt Sundin, Ty Domi. But if I'm being honest, I really watched a lot of Jerome McGinley. Um, I I just love the guy, power forward, just strong, can do everything. So he was a
Yeah,
fun.
five-tool player, really.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of your resume, pretty much your entire life has been devoted to this sport. I was curious what your biggest motivation to want to start your hockey journey was.
Um, I feel like it's probably pretty similar for most hockey players that decide to continue to play. It's just pure love for the sport. You start early, you grow all these beautiful friendships. You learn to hate the game, then you learn to love it, and then you do that a million times over. And there's just so much to learn from the sport that transcends the ice. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It's amazing.
You had a really prolific junior career, specifically in the GMHL.
Mm.
And then your first hockey job out of the juniors was in France with a club called Orleans.
Yep.
How does something like that come up for you as a young man? And how difficult was that decision to pack up, leave home, and head overseas?
It was a bit of a difficult decision, but ultimately I played hockey up north in the NOJHL, so I was used to being away from home. The opportunity came up. I didn't really know too much about it. Thought it could be fun. So I went, and it was a good experience. So
You're Canadian, so suffice to say, like you probably knew French before going there, right?
a little bit. Duolingo didn't help at all. Oh, but uh, yeah, a little bit, enough to understand, simple stuff, but nothing crazy.
A little bit different of a dialect too, but you got your first spot in the States with the Dashers,
Yeah.
and now you've seen so much of this level of hockey in this country.
Mhm.
How did this opportunity with the Rock Lobsters come up, and what made it enticing for you to want to join this project?
Yeah, so I got a call from Marty sometime in the summer. He was talking about um, how great it's going to be here and what he's working towards. And I was on the fence at first, not sure what I wanted to do. And then, I started to see all the veteran guys signing here. And, Marty hold true to what he was saying. And the culture here is great. We want to win a championship. It's just so much experience. And yeah, I wanted to be a part of it.
What have you made of playing for Coach Marty thus far? I feel like he has a really unique profile to most coaches in the SB and the Fed. What is it like to be a part of a Coach Marty team?
Um, it's like just an understanding for the game. He holds guys accountable. Um, Obviously, there's playing fast, playing tough, making sure we know what to do with the puck. Like there's always something in place. Um, and such an experienced coach. It falls through the lineup, and I'm not even sure what you asked anymore.
All good, man. I was curious looking at your resume again. Was there any conversation that you had with Portsy, Justin Portillo,
Yeah.
either before you joined the team or when you joined the team? Because I know your paths have crossed a few times in your pro careers.
Hmm. Um, yeah, Portsy's a guy I've known. I've played against him a few times, played with him. Just a solid guy, tough as they come, unreal work ethic. So this is a guy I wanted to play with again as well. And funny enough, I live with him, so he's a great dude. And was a part of the reason why I'm here as well.
What have you made of the experience thus far, especially now that you guys have a brand new home ice to play on? What has your experience been like in the organization thus far?
It's it's been top notch. Obviously, we have the nicest rink in the league. Unreal fans. It gets so loud in there. Every hit, every goal, every good play, the fans are super responsive and makes it a lot of fun to play. Creates a great environment. And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun.
How have you experienced the treatment from the team to the players thus far? I remember when I signed on to do the job that I have to do, they told me straightforward, like, we want to be on the cutting edge of how players perceive our team. Do you feel like they're meeting those expectations right now?
Absolutely, it's a professional organization from the top all the way down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They treat us like we're professional. You guys work top notch. It's very thorough.
This is always my favorite kind of questions to ask. What is something that hockey fans might not know about you, whether it be an interesting family member or a fun fact about you, maybe a hobby outside of hockey, anything like that?
Uh, Maybe I might be outing myself a little here, but love Minecraft. Anywhere. Yeah, been playing it for years. Kind of just calms you down, and then it's a great game.
It's a relaxing game. I'm right there with you. We're going to do some rapid fire questions, Troy. Should be short, sweet, and to the point. First up, what's your go-to pregame meal?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Potatoes, yep.
Slapper or wrister?
Snapshot, slap shot.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
How do you take it?
Put like 2 sugars, sometimes 6. Pretty good.
What's on your pregame playlist right now?
It's a mix up. I like my EDM music, kind of gets the energy going. Hip hop's always good as well. Anything with energy, honestly.
Best friends on the team?
Best friends, actually, Dion Demke. We used to play juniors together, and yeah, we go way back. But honestly, like I'm good friends with so many guys on the team. It's kind of incredible what kind of locker room we have.
Last question for me, Troy. Your favorite vacation spot?
Jamaica for sure.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I don't know how you beat that, but it was beautiful.
Well, Troy, it was great talking to you for the first time. It's going to be a busy couple weeks ahead for the Rock Lobsters, and the Rock Lobster fans are going to be able to watch this during the second intermission. I'll see you next time, brother.
Thank you so much.